Hello, this is Kll131 with a commentary on a Search and Destroy game on Quarry. And in this game I'm using my Search and Destroy Rush class, which is the UMP, the Spaz, and Marathon. I think I'm using Stopping Power, not Lightweight in this one. And I also think I'm using Ninja, because on Quarry you can hear footsteps from like a mile away. It's a very silent map and there's a lot of metal, so your footsteps pretty much give you away due to the fact that it's also very sort of narrow map. You can you know where the enemy's gonna be if you heard their footsteps, because there's like sort of corridors over the place. So this is a very close game. We win the first round very fast, but it actually comes down to a 3-3 tie. So it was a pretty fun game in my opinion. The beginning is sort of slow. I don't really do much because my it was a sort of like my teammates got one kill and then died, and well, my teammates were pretty rubbish, but anyway, they got like one kill then died, then one kill then died, and you're gonna see some when they're like the last alive, and when I die, they fail pretty horribly. But so anyway, here you see me do my Spaz rush tactic in the first two rounds. When I sort of rush, climb up the ladder, I learned the hard way that you should rush with the UMP in case anybody comes on that long range that I was looking at right there. So yeah, here I get taken out by Claymore, and I speed this part up because you're gonna see that this guy with this heartbeat sensor fails very horribly anyway. So you can see that yeah, you're gonna see right here. It's gonna be in like a couple of seconds. Right here. Sees the head, sprays at the barrel, and he dies. So that was pretty much fail. But anyway, here I think I do another rush tactic on this round. Yeah, I rush to the right and try to get a spawn Semtex right there, and I get a hit marker, as you can see. So I know that the guy's there. I get him, and I wasn't sure if that was his teammate or another guy, like if there was two of them and one of them are cold-blooded. So I sort of waited here for a while, and I sort of like waited here for them to come down to B, but they never did because they were pretty much just camping. So I tell my team to B is clear, but I think I told them that. Anyway, I can really see from here. This game was actually a pretty long time ago, and the reason why I'm making commentary on it is because I haven't really been recording much lately, because I get a real performance drop when I record, and it's not really that fun playing while recording, because like snipers and semi-automatic weapons, yeah, you saw me fail that time due to the fact that I was being shot at from two different ways. You can see the guy in the back of the door right there. So yeah, what was I talking about again? Oh yeah, anyway, this rush right here is, I think I do this rush or the next, no, I think it's the next one. Anyway, this rush right here is pretty like, yeah, you can get a couple of kills or you can die like pretty easily. It completely depends on where the enemy is going. I took the risk and it paid off. So climbing on this way around is usually safer than going other ways, because you sort of like, they don't really know you're there. Nobody really thinks that you're climbing there, since it feels obvious but really isn't. When you're on the defender side, they can't see you from any of the path they're taking unless they gain control of the sort of ramp area on the top part with all the exploding barrels. But yeah, anyway, here I see that they've got A planted, because our whole team sort of rushed them and gave them the free spot. So here I'm just here you see another example of my teammates are idiots. They see me lying down to defuse and they just leave the area, so I get knifed instead of sort of protecting me. So we end up losing this round as well, because you're gonna see this guy also fails horribly, hard scoping at close range, taking out the tar, aiming a long way away. And this guy, the other guys were not using silencers, but he jumps down and decides to get killed by Claymore. So here we're 3-1 losing, and yeah, I actually didn't think we're gonna win this game due to the fact that as you can see, my teammates aren't really the brightest. But anyway, here you see me do the Semtex rush I was talking about before. You sort of like you go here, and then if you get the Semtex right, you can kill all the snipers up there. But this round there weren't really any snipers on the enemy team, so that didn't work out. And here I'm sort of like in their spawn trying to do. And here you should swap to the UMP before rushing out, but you can use that barrel as sort of cover. When you're doing rushing with the SPAS, you want to have cover at all times. You can like duck down in between the pumps of the it's a pump action shotgun, but since it has such long range, it's usually a 2-shot kill on Quarry, at least due to the map being sort of like circular. It's often 2 range kills. So anyway, and here I don't know how, I wasn't using commando. As I said before, I was using ninja, but you're gonna see later that the game sort of like gives me commando boost for some reason as I managed to knife another guy. I don't think it was this round, I think it's the next one. But here I picked up a silenced AK, and all attachments besides ACOG, I think it is, give the AK sway. So when I play AK, I prefer to not have any attachments. But I don't really like the AK-47 that much anymore, due to it having a very weird recoil for me. I prefer the SCAR and the TAR as high power weapons over the AK. And here I realized that they weren't gonna be sniping on that place anymore after I threw this. And there you saw the Semtex work that time. So I knew that I cleared out those snipers, or whatever, people sniping from there, not particular snipers, but people trying to get those long range kills. And yeah, I think it's here. Yeah, there you see me do the commando thing, which was, I mean, you can see the kill cam. I was barely close to him, but I could hear his footsteps. And yeah, that's like, see, wasn't even close to him. But anyway, and as I said before, when I'm not recording that much anymore, but I actually managed to get a pretty good ace that I didn't record on Quarry with the 50 cal, and yeah, that was a pretty fun game actually. It was like we were 4 people from our clan, and they were 4 people from their clan, so yeah, we won that round pretty easily somehow. We had a couple of good games in that lobby, but anyway. So back to this game, you see me here get the first kill, and now I'm the last man alive. I'm 4 to 1. I got 4 guys against me, and I'm the last guy alive, and it's 3 to 3 in the rounds. But I actually get a predator right here, so I call it in, hide in the bush, and here I can like see where the other guys are, and I get the kill with the predator. So now I am 1 against 3, I think. So yeah, and now if you like are in the middle as I'm right now, the best thing to do is sort of like sit still, just stay where you are, because getting out of the middle is harder than getting out of the like. If you're at the outer edge of the map, I would say you should probably patrol it. But in this place where I am right now, you're sort of like stuck because you're visible from a lot of angles. And here I hear a guy behind me, so I was guessing that they were gonna plant B. So I was listening for the plant, but I guess one of them dropped the bomb, and there I failed with my aim, and I don't know how he got up there so fast, but anyway. I don't know, Marathon Pro, it says that it makes you climb objects faster, but I don't know if they count ladders as objects in that manner. But see, here I had this guy sort of like hiding behind there. He knows I shot at him, but he doesn't know from where because I'm using a silencer. So I get the Harrier, and since I got B covered, I planted on A just to be sure. But I'm guessing that when he was behind that pillar, he wrote his team is like he's in the middle, so he comes rushing, and I get him too. So yeah, anyway, we managed to get the win right here, 4-3. So yeah, that was a pretty fun game. So if you liked this video, please rate or thumbs up, as they now have it, and subscribe to my channel for more.